Good evening, race fans, and welcome back. Welcome back to another night of WFO League Racing, Burnt Bacon Motorsports, Talladega Speedway. As we said last night, Talladega is all about speed survival and trusting the drivers around you at 2.2 or 2.66 miles. It's a massive speedway, creates tight drafting packs, consistent momentum swings, and racing that can go from calm to chaos in a blink of an eye. Definitely saw that last night. 3 wide, 4 wide bump drafting, nearly 200 miles an hour. Drivers will need patience, precision tonight if they want to survive and finish. Because Talladega is one small mistake can change everything, and with that, entering into tonight with Week 7 championship battle. At the top of the standings, you got Richard Holland leading the way. 4 victories already this season and 5 top 5s. Helped build a strong cushion heading into one of the most unpredictable races of the year. But right behind him is Garrett Helmlinger, continuing to stay within striking distance with the constant finishes week after week. Burt Wilson remains 3rd in the standings, still searching for that first win of the season. Tommy Haynes continues to quietly put together one of the strongest consistency runs in the field with 5 top 10s in 6 races. Keep an eye on Ricky Fagone, Michael McCauley, TJ Lee, all looking to capitalize on predictability of the super speedway racing. So with that being said, the guys are going to get ready to go out to get their qualifying laps, so we'll be back right after this.
Light the flame, we don't back down, we play this game. Wheel to wheel, it's skill and pride. We're racing clean with fire inside. Every turn a test of guts, fast and fair, no ifs or buts. Respect runs deep in every lane. We fight for wins, not for fame. Precision rules the track right here. Built on sweat, built on gear. Pushing hard but never low. Side by side we let it go. WFO, why freaking open, steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap, no cheap shots, no dirty taps. WFO, legends racing, friendships grow. Full send, all in, let it flow. This is WFO. It ain't just wins, it's how we stand. We lift each other hand in hand. From practice nights to final flags, we've got each other's backs. Hard racers, clean lines, sharpen steel through battle times. No ego, no shame, just honor in the name. WFO, wide freaking open, let it roll. Chasing greatness every show with the best you'll ever know. WFO, racing hard and keeping true. There's no other league like this crew. This is WFO. When the lights drop and the engines roar, this is where champions are made. WFO Racing League, wide freaking open.
Alrighty, and we are back. We have the guys have already all qualified. They are in position. So tonight's starting lineup presented by Superstar Radio Network. Turn it on, turn it up, something for everyone. Be sure to check them out at superstarradio.com, superstarradionetwork.com. And now let's look how they will go off in start tonight. We have there he is. Okay. Let's get up here. We have Mr. Burt Wilson taking the pole tonight. So he's going to be starting in first. Let me get the right button here. Richard Holland's going to be his outside. Then you're going to have Tommy Haynes is going to start in third. Larry Eddy will be starting in fourth. Aiden Young will be starting tonight in 5th place, with Vern Bradley to his outside in 6th. Chuck Sweeting will be starting in 7th tonight, with John Sanu not in the booth. He's actually out on the track tonight, starting in 8th place. Then you got Steve Seegers is starting in 9th place, with Garrett Helminger at his outside in 10th. Ronald Hall will be starting in 11th place tonight, with LZ Daly to his outside in 12th. John T. Wimbish will be there in 13th, with Devin Haynes starting in 14th. Brent Seegers will be starting in 15th place tonight, with Ivans Jones starting to his outside in 16th. Raymond Chest is going to be out there in 17th, the SuperstarRadioNetwork.com owner and sponsor. Michael McCulley will be his outside in 18th. Then you got Trent Ripley will be starting tonight in 19th, with Ricky Fagone to his outside in 20th. Nick Hunt will be starting 21st with Travis Smith to his outside in 22nd. Davis Richards will be in 23rd, with TJ Lee starting 24th tonight. Adam Tips will be starting in 25th, with Hal Eighmey starting 26th. Stephen Bryan will be starting 27th, and Paul Patterson will be starting 28th. And Gary Wright will round out the field in 29th place. So that is your starting lineup for tonight. Get that back up there, get back up front. We are going to be getting ready to kick this off. I've been getting a fan out there in the chat. And we are going green. Burt Wilson out in front of everybody tonight. Tommy Haynes running behind him. Richard Holland running in the front on the outside line. Trying to get something going out there. We'll see how they run tonight compared to how they run last night. Last night in the cars, it seemed like the outside line was the better line. They tended to get better runs. Not sure if it was the drivers or if it was the line. So we'll see how that goes tonight as far as that. John Sanu up there in the third on the outside line. Like I said, he finally made it home to jump in for a race. So he said, come up and said to me, he goes, hey, just so you know, I'm going to be out there tonight. That's fine. You don't get very many opportunities, so that is where he is. So we will see how he does tonight also. Maybe we can give him some crap if he crashes or something. Maybe he'll be able to join us. Now, if he does crash, he's going to say a foreshadowing and it's my fault. So it is what it is at this point, right? So we've got 85 laps tonight. We had 80 in the cars last night. We had 4 cautions last night. I think we had 31 cars. Ended up with 16 at the end of the race. Kind of a rough night. We got 29 trucks tonight. We'll see how this goes. Should go pretty well. The trucks tend to run better than the cars generally, so I know a lot of drivers with the cars, they've been complaining about the aero package. They said that that's changed a lot. It has caused a lot of issues. So we definitely saw that where, you know, we've seen that multiple weeks where the cars get next to each other and they just kind of suck together, and then, you know, they bounce a little bit and cautions happen, and they try and pack race like this and get a draft going, and the aerodynamics change of the car, and then they get loose, and then somebody gets pushed into the wall. So it's all a matter of timing and strategy and trying to feel out and fix what got changed. So next week we will be in. A lot of the guys are not happy about next week. It sounds like, been hearing. They here. So, so next week we will be at the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval. What's going on, BB? So yeah, we will be in the Roval next week. Some of the guys not happy. They don't like the Roval. But they throw a road course in there during the season, try and shuffle things up a little bit. So no cautions next week, because they don't do cautions on road courses. So there may be incidents, but there won't be cautions. Good evening, Scotty Mac. How are you, sir? It's going good. It's going good. They're all grouped up. There's a couple guys that are we got some stragglers out there, but let me get my stuff situated here. As a reminder, also keep it on your calendar. June 10th, we will have the Tim McBriar Memorial Race, and that race we will actually be at. Let's see, where are we going to be in June? We'll be at Charlotte Motor Speedway on the oval. June 17th, we're going to have the Mama Riddle Memorial All-Star Race. And then July 21st and 22nd, we will be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. That will be the autism awareness races. So make sure to mark those down on your calendars so you can be here and help celebrate those special occasions for this race league that we have going on. You guys are getting into a line. So So it might be a good time to go through and look at all their liveries and look at the cars. So Richard Holland currently in the lead. That camera. So you got Richard Holland, he's running that 31 Milwaukee Tools truck, that black and white. You got Burt Wilson, he's running his number 70 Three Guys Plumbing. See what he's got on the back. 2 in the sink, 1 in the stink. 3 Guys Plumbing. That is Burt's design. Tommy Haynes currently running 3rd. He's got that purple Yeti truck. Aiden Young in the 69. Currently running 4th, but he's going to lose a spot to Chuck Sweeting here in a second. Aiden Young running the Young Guns Creations design. Chuck Sweeting, he's in that 75, running that purple people eater. We're gonna call it the purple people eater because I have no idea. I said people, not pee-pee. Purple people eater. Not sure. You know, he really threw me off when he switched from that green. I know we've said it before, but that really threw me off. You got LZ Daly out there in that number 6 iRacing design. Very simple. Ron Hall out there in that number 8. Not sure what he's got on there. We'll see when it comes back around. Looks like Hall Motorsports. He's got a flag on the front of there. You got Steve Seegers. He's currently running 8th place in that 25. Wait a minute. It says 25 for me. He's supposed to be the 16. Then his outside, you got Larry A in that number 4. That full throttle Toyota. So what? Ivan Jones right there in that number 53 RGC Mortorsports truck. We'll have to talk to him and find out what color green that is. I know we were talking about it the other night as to which green that is, but we'll have to talk to him about it and get a clarification. You got John Snoo. He fell back a little bit. He's got that Ryder 86. John Wimbush running the inside. He's got that 56 Red Oak truck. Ray Chest. SuperstarRadioNetwork.com. Channel sponsor right there, and that's 718. Ivan's fan club in the chat. You got Michael McCulley running the 81 AMD Ryzen design. I'm wondering because I was told these guys have different designs, so I'm wondering. Let me try something here. Reset them and make sure we're seeing the right colors, the right liveries. They'll load back in here shortly. All right, there we go. We got some different designs now, so we might have to go back and look at Burt's. So we got Michael McCulley running the 81 Napa Auto Parts truck. What is going on, Dee Dee? How are you this evening? All right, and then this back up here. All right, doesn't look like Bert's changed, but we do have Mike McCulley's changed. All right. So then we move back. Let's see, we got Aiden Young. We already covered him. Elsie Daly. We covered him. He's got that number 6. And we got Travis Smith out here in that 98. We'll have to go back and check to see if Steve's number updated as we did that. Doesn't look like it did though. We got Travis Smith running that 98. What is his design? Got the Dodge Ram. Oakley. Not my personal favorite on the color. I am doing well, Dee Dee. Thank you for asking. I am doing well. Let's see. Travis Smith, John Wimbish in the red oak. Devin Haynes. That 99 Juniors truck. That purple and gold. I can't see it because of all the campers. There we go. You got Garrett Helminger out there running that outside line with that Flight Radar 24 number 1 car. Stephen Bryan running the 18 Toy Story 5 truck. Brent Seegers, he's running 54 Rampage. That was a good arcade game. It was a good arcade game. I like that game. Those of you that know of that game, congratulations, you are old with me. Trying to get different views here for these cars because jeepers criminy. Not that view though. So we got Ray Chest. We got him already. And we got Ricky Fagone in that number 10. ASE Wagner truck. Gary Wright out there in that 96 Radian truck. TJ Lee, he's making some moves on the outside there. RGC Mortorsports Autism Awareness truck. Then you got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Hal Eighmey right there. Currently running 23rd, up 3 spots. Get a better view of him right here. Keeping up with the pack. Trying to work his way up and climb back up to the front. Then moving way back, you got Adam Tips in the number 06. Not sure. Let's see if we can see what's on his car design. Got the Optic Gaming design. Not sure why he's so far back. You got Paul Patterson right behind him, though, in that 51 Buckies. Davis Richards in that 45. He's currently in 26th spot. Looks like he's got some damage on the front, so there must have been some kind of incident. And he's just out there racing around because that's all he can do. You got Nick Hunt in the number 60. It looks like he's got some damage also. So we apparently missed something. He's got a lot of damage going on there. He's got fender missing, back bumper puckered in. He's got that Dr. Pepper, though. Dr. Pepper design. Wouldn't you want to be a pepper, too? You got Vern Bradley. He's in here parked. You got Trent Ripley. He is also in here parked tonight. So that is the field. Ivan Jones, as you have mentioned, he is up there in the top 5. Currently following right behind Richard Holland. So let's see if we can see what happened there. Oh, something happened. Let's rewind. Let's go far chase so we can see what happened kind of in front of us here. Looks like something happened with the 45. Oh. Got something going on there. So it's like Vern got in the back there and got the 25 loose. Or 28. And it was just kind of chaos from there. $29 mail delivery. Mail delivery. Take one more look at that. See the guys in front kind of checked up. 29 slowed down. Vert got in the back of him, and well, the rest is as you see it. So back to the front. We got Burt Wilson out there in the lead. Managed to get back out there again. Looks like Vern has got his truck repaired. He's back out. Coming back out. So Burt and Richard battling 1 and 2 right now. Richard has Ivan behind him. Ivan getting a good push. Mike McCulley up there with them also. Ivan and Richard are going to drop down to the inside. They will be 1-2. Burt Wilson will be 3. Now Mike McCulley is the lead on the outside line. Ivan ducking out, trying, I'm assuming getting some fresh air. It sounded like some of these trucks were getting hot really quick. So trying to push. Trying to push is almost had an incident there. Luckily, everybody was able to get around, get clear of the lap vehicle there. Cully pushed Burt up front. Now Burt dropped down, left him hanging. So now McCulley's going to go up, and McCulley's going to get out front here. Now, will he stay up top and keep running and get out in front and have a group of them go down in front of Burt, or will they just stay on the top line? Like we said last night, we saw the top line seem to outrun the inside line, so we'll see if that continues to be the case tonight. At 24 laps in of 85, there Mike McCulley dropping down. Mike McCulley's going to be the leader now. Burt's going to start pushing him. Burt and Mike on the same team. Ivan and Richard on the same team. Your front four are going to be Mike McCulley, Burt Wilson, Richard Howell, Ivan Jones, Larry Eddy. I believe Larry just jumped to the outside to try and capitalize on that outside momentum that seems to push everybody to the front. Ricky Fagone's probably like, damn it, I'm sick of pushing people. I want to be up there. Woo! Right now, Ivan is running with Richard Holland. Officially, he is with RGC Mortorsports, but right now he is running with Richard Holland. I know TJ's in the room with them too, so there's actually quite a few guys in that room. There's Burt pop out, probably get some fresh air on his truck, cool it down a little bit. See everybody trying to get around some more lap traffic. You got Larry Eddy's going to push his way almost to the front, but they managed to hold off for right now. We'll see. Once they come out of this turn, they usually outside line gets a little bit more momentum. You got another lap traffic vehicle up ahead, so we'll see how that plays into effect. There he goes down. Larry Eddy's going to take the lead. Now you got Ricky Fagone leading that outside line again. He's going to try and see if he can't get a push up front. And Ricky Fagone is now going to move out front. So as we've said, that outside line tends to push really well. They get a little bit of momentum, they move up, guys drop down. Another person comes up and back, throws that outside line, and they just kind of shuffle around. Garrett Hemlinger dropping down in the front. Gonna take that lead away from Ricky. And just like that, in a matter of a few laps, that outside line has managed to make that inside line fall back quite a bit. Because it was Richard and Ivan 1 and 2, and now Richard and Ivan are sitting in 10 and 11. So that's how quick momentum changes can happen. We got a third line foreman. Inside line sticking pretty tight to each other, so they're going to keep going. Inside line, the middle line, that's falling apart. The outside line's only got 2 people. Really, to get a good effective run, you need to have 3 running with you. It can be done with 2. Better with 3. Going to pit. Ivan coming into the chat saying that they will be going into pit here soon. Got a lot of guys coming in. We'll see how this goes. So that's going to put Ricky out front of everybody. We got Ricky, Larry Eddy, Travis Smith, and Chuck Sweeting. So this group of cars where trucks will be coming down to go into the pits this time around. All right, hopping back out. We got Devin Haynes now in the lead. Devin Haynes, LZ Daly, Tommy Haynes. Not sure. Tommy, Devin, and LZ all on the same team. Had to take a little look to see if they actually were or not. They are. So as they come in, we'll shift things around again. According to my count, once they come around, well, I was going to say Ricky was going to be in the lead, but now it's going to be Garrett. We'll see how this plays out. My thing's counting these guys in the lead. That main pack right there with them. So LZ, Tommy, and Devin getting a good pit stop. Inside line of 3, outside line of 6. Got some shuffling going on. Mike McCulley out in the lead, but he kind of got left alone out there, so he's going to slow up a little bit. The other guys are going to catch up behind him. Outside line's going to make a push. Got the 98 of Travis Smith. Not sure. Looks like he's losing that front group, so they may leave him behind unless he manages to catch back up with them. If he gets left behind, he's going to be stuck outside in the cold, and he's going to slow way down. He's likely going to have to tuck in after the 17 now, so Garrett Helminger will be your leader as it stands right now. Ricky Fagone in second, Chuck Sweeting in third, Mike McCulley in fourth, and Larry Eddy is going to be running fifth. see. Where's he at? Travis Smith on that. He was right up there in the front, but because he got caught to the outside, that dropped him all the way back to 16th place. No yellows yet. We've got 36 laps, 37 laps. 37.85. Caution free. We did have one incident, but they all mostly stayed onto the inside of the track, so it did not pull a caution. So you could technically say we had one, but it never slowed anybody down. Pace car never came out, so realistically, we didn't. Imagine Vern's going to tuck into the or behind that outside line. So as it stands right now, Garrett Helminger in first, Ricky Fagone is second, Chuck Sweeting third, Michael McCauley fourth, Larry Addy fifth, LZ Daly sixth, Richard Holland seventh, Tommy Haynes is going to be running eighth, Burt Wilson ninth, and Devin Haynes is in 10th. As we move back, we've got number 11 right now. 11th place is going to be Ivan Jones. John Sanu is currently running 12th. Brett Seegers is 13th. Travis Smith just moved up to 14th. TJ Lee is going to be 15th. Aiden Young is 16th. Ronald Hall is going to be back here in 17th. John Wimbish running 19th. Gary Wright running... John's running 18th. Gary's running 19th. Stephen Bryan is running 20th. Steve Seegers running 21st. Hal Eighmey out here, he's running 22nd. He's up 4 spots tonight. Raymond Chest, he's running 23rd. Adam Tips is running 24th. Paul Patterson is 25th. And Nick Hunt is going to be 26th. Davis Richards is out for the night. Vern Bradley's back out there. He's in 28th. And Trent Ripley is still in the pit, so I'm going to say he's probably called it a night. So you got Davis Richards and Trent Ripley are out for the night. I'll take it. I'll take it, Dee Dee. I'll take it. John Sanu getting left hung out to dry on that outside line right now. He had moved up to 6th spot. He's going to start falling back now. He's got nobody out there helping him. no one out there to help him. No spots opening up for him to come down to the inside. So he's going to be out there trying to, at the very least, maintain positions and not fall back too far. Got the number 60 Nick Hunt out there, damaged and still running, still trying. Staying out of everybody's way. He's going to let all the leaders go by. As you can see, he's got some damage. So he's definitely not able to run as quick as everybody else. He is a couple laps down. We do actually have Adam Tips right here, though. He is actually, right now, if there was an incident, he would be the lucky dog. We are officially halfway through the race. Go ahead and get back up front here. See that outside line starting to form again. If they can stay consistent and steady, that line will work pretty good. You got the 54, 81, and 86 working together there. You got Brent Seegers, Mike McCauley, John Sanu working together on that outside line, as well as Burt Wilson and Vern Bradley. As it stands right now, Ricky Fagone is our top gainer tonight. So far, he's up 18 spots. Then the next biggest gainer is going to be TJ Lee. He's up 13 spots to 11th right now. outside line gaining some people. They had to switch up, move around because they got lap traffic out there. Looked like a couple guys are going to go 3 wide. And lap traffic is going to change things up. They're going to tuck back in, create that second line fuller. All right, got some vehicles are going to come in the pits again on this time around. We're on lap 52 of 85. So your top 5 is going to be Garrett Helminger, Ricky Fagone, Chuck Sweeting, and LZ Daly moving up there in the top 5. TJ Lee, he's managed to move his way up to 8th. He's up 16 spots now. We're going up 18. Sure, he would love to see it at 19. Right there with Mike McCauley, Brent Seegers, Burt Wilson. Garrett getting some good pushes from Ricky on this. Looks like getting nice up and tight. We noticed like I said, we talked about this earlier, but the cars don't seem to be able to do that this season. You are not able to get that close. If you were that close with a car, you would have spun out. Somebody would have spun out. All right, we got some guys calling out pits. So we got some pit strategies going on. You see Ivan out there. He's going to work his way out there, see if he can hold on to the spot. He's going to get left alone. Ivan did manage to get a spot to tuck in down there, so he is going to hold on to his spots. That outside line, there's only 2 of them working together, so they're going a little bit slower. You got them getting around Vern. Not sure if Vern is fully repaired yet or not, but yeah, Garrett Hemlinger, Ricky Fagone, Chuck Sweeting, Burt Wilson, Richard Holland, Ivan Jones, Larry Eddy, TJ Lee, Mike McCulley, and Brent Seegers. That is your top 10. Ivan, woo! These guys are going to stick it out. They've got about 28 laps on their tires right now. On their tires and fuel, so we'll see how much longer these guys stick out. We got 27 laps to go, so I'm gonna guess another lap or two and these guys will probably start coming in. Garrett Helminger out there in front. Ricky Falcone giving him a push. Chuck Sweden just kind of holding on to that spot. Not getting anybody close, but still maintaining. Big Daily fan, go Ivan. What's going on, Diana? How are you this evening? That's more guys going to be calling in pits. Definitely got Ivan's fan club here tonight. I am doing quite well, Diana. Doing quite well. All right, we're going to see how this pans out. We got a lot of guys coming into the pits this lap. Ivan slamming on the brakes there right as he gets to the line. You got your leaders, Ricky and Chuck. They are going to go in on the pits this time around. Travis Smith came in with him. That's going to have Burt Wilson out front of everybody. Burt Wilson, Garrett Helminger, Ivan Jones currently running third. Brent Seegers, Mike McCulley. See how Chuck Sweeting's doing. They're coming out. See if they had enough of a lead to stay out in front of everybody. That pack's coming. Chuck and Ricky are going to manage to stay out in front. Yeah, Ivan Garrett popping out to the outside, gonna make a push. Gonna make a push to the outside, try and get up and around. You got a line of 5 versus 3. Michael pushing Burt, trying to get that outside line back up there. Yeah, Ivan Garrett dropped down to the inside, going to take over first. Michael trying to do everything he can to get Burt pushed up to the front. You got Richard Holland back there, Vern Bradley pushing also. Line of 4 versus everybody else. See that diving out there by some of these guys. It's not the fact that they just can't hold it straight. They're trying to keep the trucks cool with all this pushing. Some of it might be bobbling, but the majority of it is them guys trying to pop out, get a little fresh air into the truck. As we've been going on this longer run, I'm hearing them on the radio calling out that they're getting hot. So definitely an added challenge for them as they try to push each other to the front. Would not be surprised in the last 10 laps if somebody blows a motor. Trying to make a run. So yeah, Garrett, Ivan, Chuck, LZ Daly, 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Devin Haynes in the number 5th spot. Ricky Fagone 6th. TJ Lee 7th. Larry Edding 8th. Richard Holland has dropped back and is currently running 9th, with Burt Wilson running 10th. $17 laps to go. Our front 3 is staying pretty consistent right now. LZ Daly cannot be counted out. He's got enough to probably get up and around 2, so we'll see how this goes. So far, Dale Jr. So far. Got 13 laps to go. We do have 2 lines. We'll see if that splits to 3. But I think 1, 2, or 3 are holding pretty content. There's that outside line getting a good push, trying to make a run on this last few laps that we got. Richard is probably hoping, actually most of those guys in the outside line are probably hoping that they start shuffling through positions here pretty soon. Oh, we got caution. Big caution. All right, let's see what happened. Oh, looks like LZ got loose. Go ahead and rewind that. All right. Looked like he blew his motor. So if you watch right here, you'll see the smoke come out. Right, you see the backfire. He's checking out. There's smoke coming out. He blew his engine right there, which caused him to check up. Looks like Richard might have been able to skate through there. Oh, Vern got in the back of Richard. Ricky getting spun out in that one. Bert getting spun out. These guys trying to avoid. Ricky getting bumped from the back, getting pushed down inside, and the 54 catching him. Then he's going to come up, catch Bert. Going to catch 4. Just chain reactions. Chain reactions. All that from a blown motor. But, like I said, 10 laps. I wouldn't be surprised if we see somebody blow a motor, and that's exactly what happened. So, with that shake up and moving around and everything, we got Tommy Haynes is going to be leading. Garrett Helmlinger, he's going to be in second. Ivan Jones is going to come back out there. He's going to be in third. It looks like first through ninth stayed out. Everybody else is going in. So it should make for an interesting run. We got 10 laps to go. It'll be interesting to see if these guys come in. Maybe come in, grab tires. Maybe they're going to try and stick out. Not sure how they're going to do it. We'll wait and see. Looks like Ivan's trying to stay low to maybe save some fuel. Not sure. Maybe trying to use a different part of the track, cool tires back down. All right, so we got Aiden Young is the first one to have brand new tires. If he took tires, I'm assuming he would if he went into the pits. I'm assuming they took tires. No way for me to tell what they actually did in the pits. Wish there was, but there's nothing that I have that can tell me that. So Aiden Young's going to be in the top 10 with fresh tires. Like McCulley right there knocking on the door. He's sitting in 11th place with fresh tires. So going to be a matter of the lines, and if the top line gets out of the way, or if those guys with fresh tires create a third line, go on the outside. I'm not sure. We will see how this goes. We have 8 laps to go. The pace car will drop down this time around, get out of the way, and we will have green flag again. First lap tonight, or first first caution tonight. Pace car is going to drop down, and I just remembered I'm going to have to go back and look at something else. I completely forgot about tonight's special lap, which was lap 25. So I'm going to have to go back and see who was the leader of lap 25. We are back green. Here, Chuck and Richard running outside. Tommy, Ivan, and TJ running inside. Again, like we were saying, that outside line just seems to have a better run. So all 3 of them guys are going to duck down. They're now 1, 2, and 3. Tommy going to the outside line. Ivan's going to tuck up under Richard. Now you got Richard, TJ, and Ivan working together there. There you see Aiden on the outside. We talked about earlier. He's got fresh tires, so he might be trying to get that third line running so they can make a run. But if he's out there by himself, he's not going to have much help, so he needs some help. Looks like John Sanu's going to hop out there with him and try and help push. John's going to drop back into the center line. We have 5 laps to go, 5 laps to go. Garrett Helmlinger are going to stick out in front. Chuck Sweeting in second. Richard Holland third. Ivan Jones fourth. TJ Lee is fifth. Outside line trying to hold together to make a run. We have 4 laps to go. We have 3 laps to go. See if the outside line can put anything together. On the back stretch, as they come around, get back to the front stretch, that'll be white flag will come out. No worries, Diana, no worries. It's always good to come out here and try and come up with some talking of what's going on, and we got 1 more lap to go. I don't think that outside line, they're just not having luck getting anything together, so at this point, if any cautions occur or if any accidents occur, caution flag will not come out. They will finish as it is. Richard making a push to the outside. He's got Ivan and TJ with him. See if they can make something happen. TJ ended up dropping back down. We got 3 wide as we're going into the final turns, final stretch. It's going to be, looks like it was Garrett, Chuck, and Steve and Brian. TJ Lee coming in 4th, Richard Holland coming in 5th, Travis Smith 6th, Tommy Haynes 7th, Ivan Jones 8th, John Wimbish 9th, and Brent Seegers is going to be rounding out your top 10. All right, so as they do that, I need to go look at one thing here. We got to go to... I got to rewind back here quite a ways. I screwed up. We got to see who was leading on lap 25. And we'll jump back to the end of the race here. So. Oops, too far. Let's see.
Yeah, custom free.
Looks like was that McCulley leading that lap? Does look like Mr. McCulley got the mystery lap. So, all right, well, get back here to the end of the race here. All right, so let's go here, go like that. Move this previous back here. And then if we go here, oh, you can almost see. So just a few more inches and Steven would have got second. So let's go see if we can find Steven, bring him up into the booth. It sounded like John hopped up in here.
Yep, I'm here.
Welcome back up here, sir. How was the race?
Lackluster for me. Oh, I screwed up. we that second to last pit stop, I came in and there were a lot of guys on the wrong position, just the way everybody came in, and I screwed up on pit road, stopped short, inched forward again, which I thought was enough. It's been so long since I've been in this truck. I didn't the proximity to the pit sign, and I was still too short again, so I had to inch up yet again. So I knew right then and there it was over, and I ended up in the back and ended up in the group after the caution. But this truck. It's impossible. It's damn near impossible to pass. You can't go 3 wide. Really, it doesn't go anywhere. I thought with 2 or 3 to go, I was going to stick it down the middle because there is energy on the side of the cars. But I'm like, I'm not going to be the guy to bring out the one caution that this race has. No way. So I'm gonna ride back here, bring the truck home, put it in the trailer, so it's good to go next week, and just fly under the radar. So, but yeah, good race. Like I said, caution-free race at Talladega.
No, they had one.
Oh, sorry, one caution race at Talladega. Pretty good with the amount of cars we had.
Yep.
29 cars.
29 trucks. Yep.
Yeah.
So
yeah, good race.
Well,
19 on the lead lap. So hey, I finished on the lead lap too, so I was happy. I can't complain for. I haven't been in this truck honestly since last season. I race a Gen 4 car on Fridays and O'Reilly's car on Saturdays. That's it. 2 races a week. So yeah, it took a minute. This car handles is interesting, but yeah, hopefully it was good. Hopefully broadcast is a good race. There was some left to right and a little bit of passing, but yeah, it was really interesting. You could suck up pretty good, but 2 cars together really couldn't push well. You really needed a third car to make any headway. So
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, good race. It could have been worse. It could have been a wreck fest. So yeah, it was not the finish I wanted, but my main thing was to come in finish and not be the first guy to catch a penalty on the new penalty system. So,
All
but
right,
yeah,
well, let's hop into the interviews here. We got Steve and Brian ready to go. So, Steve and Brian, do you have a copy, sir?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Well, first podium in this league, so I'm pretty happy.
nice.
You got a nice spot of luck there at the end. It looked like it was going to be Garrett, Chuck, and Richard, and then Richard went to the outside, and Chuck went to the outside, and I think Ivan went up with them, and then TJ went with
Yep.
them, and then TJ came back down and kind of left him hanging a little bit, and they gave you a spot to climb back up, and you ended up get up there with Garrett, and you almost got second. You're only like
Yeah.
inches away.
Yeah, it was close, but I did get a good run when they all went high. It was pretty nice, but all in all, I'll take it. I'll take third, and I have to shout out Wimbish as well because we were back in 15th and 16th, like 24 seconds behind the main pack before the yellow came out, and we were just pushing each other for half the race. So it was kind of nice. We were able to both get up there and into the main pack, at the end. So it was great racing tonight.
Yeah, it was 29 trucks. There was the one caution. There was one incident earlier in the race, but other than that, it was a pretty clean race tonight, and here you are, third place. So obviously, like you said, you can't complain about it. It was a good hard run, and you managed to make it your way back up there and get that third place. So congratulations on that.
Yep. I
Is there-
appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there anybody you'd like to thank on top of John?
Just my wife, because she lets me do this, Tuesday and Wednesday nights, and that's about it. It was fun. I love this league. So
That should
great,
be your
great.
first thank you, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, I know exactly. This is true, but she's sleeping, so I don't have to worry about it right now.
Okay.
So thanks, guys, for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, good run, man. That's a good
All right,
finish.
thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. So next up is going to be this man right here, Mr. Chuck Sweeting. After a couple
Hey,
weeks
guys.
of not great luck, here you are back up in the podium.
Is that
How
how
does it
you're putting
feel?
it? Not great luck.
No, that very bad luck. Yeah, it's good to be running good again. So that was a lot of fun. I usually don't enjoy races on these big tracks, but tonight was a lot of fun. Good, clean racing and competitive. And yeah, I usually just kind of sit around the back and I'm bored, but I kind of just stayed up front tonight and had a lot more fun than usual. But congrats to Garrett. He did an awesome job. So easy to push. So it was a lot of fun tonight.
And it looked like you guys were going to have it locked in there, and then, like we said, Richard and I think you you stayed down, I think, and then Richard and Ivan and TJ jumped up, and then TJ went back down, and that kind of shuffled everybody up, and they lost spots, and you managed to stay up there, and Garrett, obviously, he was running out front, so. But yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have him there at the end. I went to the outside of him and side drafted him and drug him back a little bit, but then Steve gave him just a one hell of a push, and it pushed him back out in front of me. So yeah, I'm lucky I finished second instead of third, but those guys did such a great job, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like
Keep
only
saying
about
that.
a
I
foot.
don't. I don't usually have fun on these tracks.
It looks like only about a foot between you and Steven for second there, so.
Yeah, it wasn't much. Like 100th of a second, I think.
So.
Well, and you moved up 2 spots in the positions too. That moved you up to 5th. You're finished. So
Okay, cool.
get a little bit closer to the top.
Yeah, as long as I'm having a good time, points are just whatever they are. So I didn't have a good time last couple of weeks. I'm glad I had a good time tonight.
Are you gonna have a good
Sounds
time
like you
next
weren't.
week?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the
I don't
Roval.
know. We're at the Roval? Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I won't have a good time. Not at all.
Well, it's a good time. Good thing you had a good time this time. That'll make up for what's going to happen next week. Then it sounds like apparently.
Yeah, next week will just be can I keep it on the track? Because the last time I ran there, I didn't. 2 or 3 times I was off the track. I don't even remember which car it was or which league, but it was terrible. But I don't know.
Was it
Maybe I could
Coda?
settle down.
Coda maybe. Coda Watkins Glen.
No, I mean the last time I was at the Roval, I was terrible.
Oh,
Which I'm never
yeah. It
good on a
seems
road course anyway.
that seems to be the consensus. As we've talked to a couple different people up here in upcoming races, almost everybody has the same opinion. Like the Roval. Ugh. Oh no.
Yeah, Watkins Glen is good. I don't even mind uh, the Texas track, but yeah, the Roval and Sonoma are just very difficult. They don't click with me for some reason, and I
Well, and
struggle at both of them.
you've got the Charlotte Roval, then you got Darlington, then you got Charlotte regular speedway, and then you go to Daytona, and then I'm sorry, when we go to Daytona, that's the road course at Daytona. So you're gonna have another one.
Oh, and yeah, and
Oh
even
man,
more fun. That's the first race of the championship.
I haven't driven on that. Well, I've never driven a stock car on it. I've driven sports cars on it, and it's probably been 9, 10 years since I drove on that. I better get some practice in before then.
And I'm not sure if the NASCAR road is the same as open wheel road too, because they have so many
Yeah,
different variations. Same with
yeah,
Charlotte,
it'll
right?
be fun.
Charlotte has changed the Roval around a little bit too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it got reconfigured the
Yeah,
last turn before you get up on the big track. I think got reconfigured the last couple of turns, but it's basically still the same.
yeah. I am definitely looking forward to being in the booth with Brazy next week for this one.
So y'all have fun, and I'll
Yes.
be crying.
I mean, you can look forward to being caution free.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. At least it won't last too long.
So, well, congratulations on P2. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Just thanks to you guys for up here in the booth putting on a great show. Thanks to Michael and all the work he does with the league, and just thanks to all the drivers, the fans, everybody that makes this league so much fun and keeps it going week in and week out. And maybe I'll get some practice in this week and try to have fun next week at the Roval. But I don't, I don't have my hopes up too high. But yeah, just thanks to everybody that watches.
Alrighty, well, congratulations, and we will see you next week.
All right, y'all have a great night.
Have a good
Yeah, me
night.
too.
All right, so that's going to put us to the star of the night, who went back down into the other room. So we will move him back up here.
He can't get away.
He can't get away. We're going to steal him. He's up here now. Mr. Garrett Helminger, you up? Got a copy?
What's going on, boys?
Well, not much here. We're just watching you win a race.
Yeah, it's a good finish, man.
48 laps led.
Yeah, that was I wasn't gonna let if the move happened earlier, I was gonna get a little dirty because I let Daytona slip, and I was not gonna let tonight slip. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was great racing by everybody, and it was a great finish too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of the adrenaline's kind of wearing down a little bit from that. My leg was shaking probably 1,000 miles an hour the last like 10 laps, just waiting to find out what my fate was. I was telling myself under my breath, I was like, I'm gonna lead these next 10 laps. I'm gonna get to the last lap, and I'm just gonna finish like sixth. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And then coming out of forward, Chuck took the run like I knew that he was, and then I saw Steven coming like freaking bat out of hell, and I just crossed my fingers and I said, I hope he hits me as hard as he humanly can, because that's the only way I'm going to win this race.
Yeah, he had a good gap to fill to get back up there once those guys jumped up, but he filled it quite well, and he almost got second out of that too. So I think another 50 feet and he would have been second.
Not
so
even. Yeah. No, it is a lot of fun. A lot of good racing. One yellow at Talladega with when you start 27 car. I know there's definitely a wreck early that probably should have been after seeing the video, but
yeah.
that was a great race. It was a lot of fun. I have not won I haven't won 2 races in a season since like season 4. So it's been a long time coming.
And you gained a little bit on Richard too.
Yeah. Well, luckily, so tonight also takes the pressure off because next week is my best track. So I've put in so much time. I'm going to put in so much time. Next week was the one that I had circled. So going in there with, basically, honestly, no pressure for the rest of the regular season, making the playoffs is nice. Because I'm terrible at Darlington. Charlotte's not my favorite, but the Roval is my favorite. So it's nice to have a little cushion to where I'll have 2 races where I don't really have to try that hard going into the playoffs. So it's nice. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a good run, man. Congrats on the win. And that's yeah, what do we have? 3 left after that? Charlotte,
Yep.
Darlington, and
Yeah. Roval, Darlington, Charlotte, and then we reset and we go back to another road course.
yeah.
I'm about it. I love road course racing. So Daytona Road's not really my favorite, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well, and that's
It
what
puts
I'm
on good
curious.
races.
That configuration is different than the open wheel road,
Right.
the NASCAR
Yeah.
road course, right?
So they on the Daytona Road they have a little chicane outside turn 4. Like I said, not my favorite. I don't like that layout, but I'm gonna race it, so it's gonna be fun.
Well, we definitely see how that goes. But anyways, congratulations on tonight's win. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I want to thank everybody who came out tonight. Everybody who comes out and puts on these good. It's great racing. It always has. That's why I come back, because the racing is always great. Everybody's respectful for most of the time, and when they're not, everybody's cool enough that you can talk about it and kind of settle things. You guys for putting on the broadcast. I know sometimes in these races, broadcasting these for the first half of the race can be kind of boring if everybody's just kind of hanging out, chilling out, doing their thing. So getting to the very end for a good finish like that pays off. I want to thank everybody who puts the league together. Vern, Michael, Hal, everybody who did that. The first night of the new rules. That's going to take a lot of pressure off them, which is good. And it turns out to where we go 1 caution at Talladega with 28 cars, so it's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Congratulations on your win tonight, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
Appreciate y'all.
Have a good night, sir.
Yeah, congrats again, Garrett, man. Good win.
All right. Well, I was going to bring up the other man that won something tonight, but I see he's already gone. He's already packed up his car and left.
Oh, the mystery lap. What lap was that?
That was lap 25. It was won by Mr. McCulley.
Yeah, I tell you what, the admins find out they don't have to worry about penalties or whatever, and they just dip out. First race car haulers out of the track. Vern Bradley and Michael McCulley.
So Mike McCulley won the mystery lap, which was lap 25.
So it rolls. It just.
Oh. He's just posting in the Discord now. How did that happen? By pure luck, Mr. McCulley. Pure luck. But yeah, other than that, I mean, great race. Pretty clean. 2 incidents. Neither one of them were purposeful. The first one was a, from my view, it looked like a racing incident. And the second one was a blown motor. So I can't really say that I fault either of those on anybody. So from my views. We'll see how it goes in the review, but that's what I saw. That's what I'm going with. And other than that, a good clean race. Saw that again, that outside line, like we saw last night. That outside line seemed to have the better run, and if you were able to get a group of guys together on that, you could get back out front. Just not enough out there when they made that push on the end. So
Yeah, and I didn't see any. From what I could tell, usually we have a couple guys that lose it on pit road. I think pit road entry was clean all night too, right?
from what we saw, yeah, it looked like.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody got any black flags going into it. I don't think anybody. I don't even know that anybody really pushed. I did see one incident where a guy coming out was blocking a guy trying to get into the pits. So I did see that, but other than that, that was kind of the only thing I saw happen in the pits. So
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
decent.
Overall, good race. Yeah.
Yeah, great race. So we'll be back here next week for the Charlotte Roval. We'll see how that goes. But yeah. Final thoughts, sir?
Yeah, it's a good race. It was nice to get out. I would have been nice to be on a mile and a half or something, but these opportunities are few and far between. So it was nice to be able to get the race car out and go and turn some laps and not be the cause of any caution or anything else. And had fun. I mean, it's this new pack. It's tough,
well,
but yeah.
I don't know who's we, but I was wondering if there would be a point where something would happen and you would be up here with me. So that didn't occur. I didn't say it, so I didn't jinx you. Oh no, I did say it, and I said I did say something, and I said if he crashes now, he's going to blame me, and it's going to be but it is what it is. So
that when I screwed up in the pits, is that what that was? I'm putting that on you. No. Yeah, no, that would have been the plan. If I had wrecked out or gotten enough damage, I would have just come on up into the booth. But yeah, no, it was like I said, it was cool to be able to get out and run with the guys and actually see them firsthand. Be out on the track with them, and everybody ran pretty good, and nobody got too aggressive that I could see around me. At least everybody seemed to be a little more respectful than what we saw last night. So that was nice. That makes for more of a fun racing environment when you've got full field still in the race and having shots at it. So yeah,
Mhm.
I was very pleased with how this race unfolded and finished. So yeah, so nobody's yelling at anybody and anything else. So yeah, good race. I'm excited. But on the other hand, I'm also excited to be up in the booth next week, and not just because it's the Roval. I swear. Although I don't mind, the Roval is kind of it's difficult because nobody really runs it. So that's what I think is really good. I'm kind of glad they added it because it's going to be really interesting to see how that rolls out. Being a track that isn't used that much and that dynamic, how everybody does with it. Like Chuck, a good example. How many people are just going to go out there, do the best they can, or who's going to put time into it and get practiced up, So
Right.
it'd be interesting to see how that rolls out. So yeah, it was fun.
Alrighty. Well, with that being said, on behalf of everybody, I did all night without messing up my words.
Maybe it's me. It's me.
On behalf of everybody here at WFO Racing, I would like to thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for doing what you guys do to make the watching what it is. I want to thank all the drivers for doing what they do and putting on the show. I'm just the guy here talking, showing the different cameras. Good night, Ivan. Good job tonight, sir. Good run for you. And yeah, so with that being said, I want to thank you all. I hope you had a good night. Hope you enjoyed the race. We'll see you back here again next week. Make sure to hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell to let you know when we go live, which will be again next week at the Charlotte Roval. So, got nothing else to say. Have a great night. Thanks for watching WFO Racing, and we will see you next week.
Yep. Good night, everyone.